Hannah and welcome back to part 2 of my video. In part 1, in my other video, I had talked to you about me arriving in El Salvador at the airport. I also talked to you about and shared a little bit about my experience grabbing a taxi. I talked to you all about also about the local buses and me walking at the airport at the beach with my kids. Now let's get to some serious stuff. Today I am going to break down everything that I've done on how I got my El Salvador identification number called the NIT. NIT. And I'm going to share this with you all. And if you all would like and are interested to know the legal process and how it works, then you're going to have to stick with this video until the end. So let's go. Okay, guys. So I want to tell you all about my story of how I got my NIT. I want to buy real estate in El Salvador, but in order for me to be able to buy and purchase real estate in El Salvador, like a house, like a lot, I would have to have something called NIT. You spell it N-I-T. And in English, it's called tax. Well, the NIT is the abbreviation for the whole word, and for the complete word. The complete word is tax identification number, and in Espanol, it's called número de identificación tributaria. Yes, I'm trying to get better in my Espanol. So if you want to get the NIT, the tax identification number, this will help you to be able to purchase like anything, like to purchase real estate. You'll be able to do your taxes. You'll be able to, like I just said, you'll be able to buy property, and it'll be good for like business purposes. So this is why I need a NIT if I'm going to do business. Okay, let me get some of my lemonade here. Yes, so as I was saying, guys, in order for me to be able to get my NIT, my tax identification number, I had to look for a real estate agent, which I did. I got the number, I called them, and I explained to her and to him, because there were two people working together, my situation, that I needed someone to go with me to the Ministry of Finance. It's called in Espanol Ministerio de Hacienda. And they told me they would be happy to do that. They were at my service, but there were two things that I had to do first. And so the first one was I had to pay $65 for them to do that, and then I would be able to make an appointment for them to meet me down in El Salvador. So I said, okay, that sounds awesome. And then I told them that I will call them back to make the payment and to make an appointment, because I wanted to first pay for the tickets, the plane tickets first for me and my daughters and everybody. So after I purchased the tickets, the airplane tickets, I went back and I did call them again, and I paid the $65, and I also made an appointment so that they can go with me to El Salvador at the Ministry of Finance so I can get my tax identification number. So that was all done. Yes, so now I'm all set. I paid the fee. I made the appointment for April the 1st. So, with the real estate agent, by the way. So now I'm in El Salvador, and I get settled in, and then the next day, Eric, the taxi driver, the chauffeur, he took us to San Salvador, which was about maybe 1 hour from the airport. From the hotel that we were staying in, it was about maybe 45 minutes. And so we get to San Salvador, and we get to the mall, and I did have the video of the mall and everything, and I just kind of like, I don't have the video anymore. I deleted it. So I could have showed you that video. But I went to the mall. I went up the steps. We were all waiting around. I was trying to call and text him to let him know where we were. And finally I did meet him. We shook hands and everything. And he had some bad news for me. Yes, he said that the appointment was canceled. And he said it was canceled. And he told me why it was canceled. Because, you know, when I left, you know that it was around Easter time here in the United States at the end of the month. And, you know, I'm sorry, not the end of the month of April. I got that wrong. Excuse me. It was March, at the end of March, somewhere in March, right? And so there in El Salvador, they celebrate their kind of Easter, which they call it the Holy Week. And everybody, you know, are on vacation for a whole week. Stores are closed, and it's a big deal for them there in El Salvador. So he told me that was considered the Holy Week, in Espanol, Semana Santa. And so he told me, he said, you need to make another appointment. And I was like, I was definitely disappointed. I was like, okay, we'll keep in touch. And that's what happened. Well, of course, I felt really bad because I paid him, you know, I paid them like $65. You know, does it look like it's getting really dark? It's daytime outside, and it seemed like it's so dark. Here, I might have to lighten up this video, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, guys. Hopefully this is a little bit better. I don't know. The lighting has to be just right. Maybe it's a little bit too light. But how do I feel about what the real estate agent said? And how, you know, about what he said and what happened? Of course I feel bad. We came so far away. You know, I had to pay the driver, the taxi driver, Eric, almost like $95 to go and to come back, to go to San Salvador, and for him to bring me back home. That was a lot of money, you know, for the real estate agent to think that, oh, I'm rich or something, that I can afford it. Like, that was crazy. And then, you know, yeah, I was like, didn't he know about the Holy Week? Didn't he know about the Semana Santa? He was like taking a risk for that that place, the Ministry of Finance, to be closed. You know, so I just don't understand about it. Maybe it's all about the money, I guess. Of course, I was just so disappointed. But you know, I just figured God had another plan, a better plan, you know, for this situation. And I wasn't going to allow for him to ruin this for me. Definitely. I wasn't going to allow him to ruin it for me. And definitely. I'm the sort of person, you know, that I don't allow people to think that they can disappoint me. I don't allow people to think that they destroyed my dreams. I don't allow people to do that. I don't allow people to do that at all. I was pondering in my mind, and I was just thinking, how will I get my NIT? What will I do? Well, let me tell you something. There was one time before I was watching a video, and it was a video about a man in El Salvador who went to the Ministry of Finance, and he went inside and came out within 5 minutes and gotten his NIT, the tax identification number. And I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to pray on this. I prayed and I asked Lord to give me the confidence, to give me the courage, to give me the faith, to take away any fear that I have, so I can feel like I can do this without this real estate agent that just disappointed me. So I had no choice. I said, you know what? I'm going to do this. I can do this. That's what you should say to yourself. I can. Repeat it. I can do this. I will do this. I will not allow for anyone to disappoint me and not allow for my dream to come true. And of course, I had a family member that came with me inside, but I did all the hard work. Yes, I did all the hard work. So I did it by myself. Guys, I get so nervous when I have to do something big like getting the NIT, especially because I'm here in this big country. In this country, they speak another language. My Spanish is not perfect, and my listening skills is not perfect. So I was worried that I was not going to understand. They're not going to understand me. And I'm very shy, by the way, you know. But I was definitely determined. I was determined to do this no matter what. I was determined because, you know, I didn't have a lot of time that I was going to spend in El Salvador. It had to get done. I had to do this. And so I want you all to come along with me to watch this video, this clip. And I'm going to take you all with me and show you what happened. I did videotape it, some of it, my experience and what I've done. So come on, let's take a look. Hello guys. Okay, this is the big day, right? The big day for me to try to get my it's called identification number, NIT. Let me see. NIT, NIT. It is the identification number that you need in order to be able to buy property like I want to do. So I'm getting ready to go into the building. It's called in English, the Ministry of Finance here in Zacatecoluca. And Spanish is Ministerio de Hacienda. Okay, guys. So I will show you what it looks like out here. So far. I just wanted to show them. I want to show you the place I'm going to, and it looks like this. Central. Yeah, it's called Centro de Atención Express Ministerio de Hacienda. And I'm gonna go inside now and try to get my NIT, and I will let you all know how things go. Okay, I'm getting ready to go inside. I just got here.
¿Para dónde va?
En Zacatecoluca, just el nombre de esa ciudad, Zacatecoluca.
Zacatecoluca.
O Zacatecoluca estamos. Okay.
En el Ministerio de
Yeah, so I'll see you all later. Bye. Guys, guess what? I got my NIT. I give all the thanks to who? Jesus above. I got it. So let's go to the bank now to open up a bank account. Yay! Woo! I got my NIT, the tax identification number, and it was fast. It was easy. It was only maybe 15 minutes. It could have been less. There were not a lot of questions. The only thing that you needed was your passport. She asked for your passport and my email address, and that was all. You can do this. You can do this, guys. That was all to it. And you know what? Like I said, you can do this, and you could do this yourself, okay? You don't need a real estate agent. I wish I had the confidence at the beginning, you know, but I had spent $65 that was just thrown away in the trash. My opinion, and I would suggest that you try to learn a basic Spanish and try to improve on your listening skill. You can always also get an AI app and communicate with the AI in Spanish, and they will talk with you back to you in Spanish, so you can definitely strengthen those skills. And I would advise you to get a translator. Bring a translator. You know, they do sell those on Amazon. I'm going to get me one. I don't have one. I've just been using my cell phone translator. But it's just easier if you can buy a translator that's specifically for, you know, communicating when you are in El Salvador when you don't understand. I would say also be careful who you hire as your real estate agent, and ask lots of questions. And think positive. Have faith. I would say ask Jesus to help you to have faith. He is faithful. He is very faithful. He will answer you. I know he would, because I have proof. Because when I've asked Jesus the first thing I did was ask them, I said first thing, please, Jesus, wash me clean in the name of the Father, of the Son, of the Holy Spirit in your blood. Wash me clean, Clorox me, cleanse me, so I could be perfect in the presence of you. And I tell you, you pray without sins, you're washed. He will listen to you and he will take care of you, especially when it's something like this, very important. He likes to show off. Okay, guys, so I just want to say thank you for all of my new subscribers. Thank you so much. I hope that you really enjoy and like my videos. I hope that you all are learning a lot, especially if you are interested in going to El Salvador or any country. But I hope that I am helping you and giving you a good start, a good basic start and a beginning. I just want to say thank you so much for subscribing. And also my regular subscribers, thank you for being loyal. I haven't forgotten about you. Thank you so much from all of my heart. Thank you so much. It means so much to me. Don't forget to leave a comment and don't forget to subscribe. Turn on that notification bell so you will always be notified when I come out with new videos. May you be blessed with peace and strength in everything you do this week. Go out and be a blessing to others. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time, and God bless you. Love you.